this. The largest animal in this area, the brown bear.
Here it's called a grizzly.
Russian grizzly?
Or a Kodiak. A silver-tip bear. It has its Latin name, Ursus arctos horribilis.
What's in a name? It's not just bears that have this controversy over the names. With so many common names for the same organism, how do scientists refer to an organism to get around this name mess?
Today we're looking for a fish species that we've never seen before. Every dive becomes almost a new adventure that way.
That's right. We shoot as much video as we can of every species we come across to anywhere in the world. We then compile them into online identification guides through untamedScience.com, and it's this video we use to help us identify new species. Let's go. Underwater, we see an array of beautiful corals and colorful fish. Every one of these animals has a unique classification, grouped by their similarity to each other. For instance, there are many species of fish that we call butterfly fish. Most look fairly similar with yellow, black, and white coloration. They have somewhat similar behaviors too. For example, you always find them swimming over the reef in pairs. They mate for life. But while we're able to identify most fish, some fish we're just not used to seeing. And that's exactly what we found today.
You see it in there?
That looks cool. Like an eel.
The thing's kind of tipping over.
What is it?
Most of the time you can identify organisms using field guides. But not always. What if this was the first time this fish had ever been recorded?
Well, then we'd need to name it. Today we call the practice of naming and classifying organisms systematics. But giving names to plants and animals started a long time ago with a guy named Linnaeus. In the 1700s, this Swedish doctor decided he'd give plants and animals names and then group the species together based on their similarity to each other. But he didn't just name things randomly. There were rules to keep things organized. He decided that every species should have a two-part name. The first part would be the genus, kind of like your last name, and the second part, the specific epithet, which is kind of like your first name. For example, the scientific name of humans is Homo sapiens. Latin is the language of systematics, so every name has to be Latinized. Today, this system is a nested hierarchy of classification into which all organisms fit. As an example, let's use mammals. All mammals are grouped together in the class Mammalia. They're then divided up into increasingly smaller groups called orders, families, genera, and then species.